So good of you to come, God-awoken. You know, you are many things, but above all, you are reliable. Reliable to the Lady Vengeance is, after all, my ship.
It is time, mistress.
She gives you a long and steady look, as if it is the last time you shall see.
Yes, Breedeman. It is time.
She raises the Aetherin. Like a divining rod to water, it seeks the wellspring.
We are done, mistress.
Yes, Breedeman, we are done. And so too, Godwoken, are you. Goodbye.
It might be wise to look for a way out of here.
Really? You think so? If I didn't know our shield had everything under control, I'd think we were in big trouble.
The ritual has failed. The structure lies in ruins, but you have at least the rage grows, burning hotter than the volcano itself, tearing at you, seeking to overpower your and it wants. A familiar figure materializes before you. A copy of yourself, enraged. Your own face glares, and your furious god begins to speak.
I called a hero from the chaff. I called him here to me. Hear and heed my call, my love. Your hand is mine to hold. You are mine. You are my own. Your life belongs...
She gives you a look of the deepest dark.
My mistake. I saved you. I guided you. I asked much of you. But I gave you everything you needed to reach your... Now I must do the job for which you were made. Now I must wield what's left of my power and become the one. Give me your body and soul. Now, before the others come. There can be only one now. Give yourself to me. You never learn your lesson, do you? Now I take it away.
the water!
The Titan lies in pieces before you. The god controlling it is dead by your lava roils as earthquakes rumble around you. Shockwaves of sound pierce the air, the growl of... It's Malady. Where the hell are you, she calls. Ah, find my beacon. Her voice crackles and dissipates in your mind.
I'm ready.
Glory is mine.
I guess when I said never again, I really meant once or twice. Okay. 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 Hall of Echoes once more, or home away from home. Close indeed. You almost became a god, and instead you're still... At least you managed to murder one of the 7. Quite the spectacle. I've never seen anything so... Let's talk about this later. I need to rest.
She casts her gaze around, taking in the streaming bluish ether.
At least, it's quite... I'm going to take a rest. Sort myself out. I suggest you do the same. Speak to the ship if you need me. This may be your last bit of respite before the storm blows in again, Godwoke.
Quercus.
He runs his paws over the cat's skeleton with long, methodical strokes.
Don't cry. We got out. The Knights will never hurt us again, Quercus. I promise. Quercus, after all the shield has done. Yes. Yes, I think so too.
The squirrel looks up and meets your eyes for the first time. Small.
We have traveled some time together, Shield. There were times when I very nearly lost heart. My research, so much of it, but you have been relentless. When I felt I might falter, you and Quercus have given me strength when you deserved. The reason I know so much about the Knights of... I was one of their order once. I saw dwarves tear down my forest, turning my home into weapons of war. The great acorn would stop you all for good. And what do you call the destruction of an entire forest and all its inhabitants? They call it progress. We call it genocide. The same at least. That's what I thought then. I believe, but they proved themselves.
He runs his paws along Quercus's bony head and scritches the space behind his ear.
Quercus was once a beautiful, burnished orange. Long that was before the Knights of Dre decided they executed him. Squirrels alone shall reap the great acorn's blessings, they said. So they killed him, my friend. It took every last bit of magic I had gathered to bring him back.
The squirrel sits quietly for a moment, running his hand down the cat's spine.
But Quercus said we could do more. He said we should push on.
The cat leans into your palm, rubbing against you, and only a quick act of acrobatics stops Allura from... The squirrel throws his hands up in indignity, but you can see a quiet...
What a bevy of misfits we are! Though I suppose it is best to fit badly in a wood. Fear not, Shield. I will discover how to stop the great acorn. With Quercus at my side, with you at my side, I know... Our shield speaks, Quercus.
So, this is it. The Temple of the One. I've spotted something.
The Red Prince's spirit stands bewildered. His spectral...
Defeat? I have been defeated. Impossible. Impossible. No. The Red Prince does not perish. I will have my empire. I will have my empire.
Gareth's head is steady, but his face is
We still have a mission, Godwoken. You must ascend. I will see it through.
After all that's just happened, life, every flawed morsel of it, seems more precious to you than you look around at those who have accompanied you so far. Divinity has eluded you so far, but life, who knows what lies ahead for you, for your companions. Your quest failed. The void is growing stronger, and the hall is dark. You feel the need for some affection. Perhaps they feel it too. She pulls you close and kisses you like you've never been kissed before.
That's a yes. Come, let's find ourselves a quiet spot, shall we?
As you move to go below decks, the live wood creaks and groans. The steps you thought you knew lead you to touching the wall beneath your fingers. The live wood hums at your touch. You understand that the Lady Vengeance has carved this space for you. Enter and feel the presence of the ship recede, offering you the total privacy of a moment alone with your companion. The first moment you have been truly alone. No sooner have you entered the room than Sabine shoves you onto the bed and starts tearing at your clothes.
I want you naked. Now.
She looks on as you remove your garb, and it's like you can feel her gaze, an eager flame that
Good boy.
She takes one of your hands and leads it to her lips, gently brushing them with your fingertips.
Remember how when we first met I licked your arm? Think now of what will happen when I lick you all over. All those memories shrouded in flesh. No more...
She lowers your hand and places it between her breasts. You can feel the beat of her heart, the
Let me come to know you.
She kisses you gently. Then, as your mouths open, a dalliance of tongues.
The sweet taste of remembrance. How young you were. Tell me, how was it? Really? One's tongue ending up in one's sweetheart's left nostril isn't generally. Just trust me. There is no embarrassment here. I think it's time for another taste.
She kisses your neck, your chest, twirls her tongue around your nipples.
Now we're getting somewhere. Another but. Tell me why. Except me and my nails. Forget the scar. Forget the names on my skin. You will get to know the real me. All of me. I am Sabine. And I know you do. Despite what your body tells me. You've no reason to fear me, darling. I could never hurt you. I love you. I want you.
Her kisses go lower still, your belly and below. Her tongue is all just a tease. Slowly she moves back up, her body close.
Just one question left. The one question, do you love me too? And I will have to take your word for it, won't I?
With a few easy movements, Sabine slips out of her clothes and straddles you.
Isn't it magical to make love?
Her lips land on yours once more as she guides. The night was long, but you didn't sleep a wink. You lie in one another's arms, basking in euphoric.
Ready for round 5? Come here.
As Sabile's hands traipse their way down.
That was Lady Vengeance. How she spoils our sport.
You both rise from the bed and get dressed.
You know me now, don't you? The real me. You're not afraid anymore, are you? And I love you.
One more kiss. Then you leave.
Let's get this divinity thing over with, shall we? Are you ready to continue the journey? One word and the Lady Vengeance will take us...
Hey up! I hear we're about ready to move out. Reckon you'll need to talk with the ship head to some...
Hail!
Spoken to Malady yet? She said to talk to the Lady Vengeance when we're ready.
Not right now. Come.
A million candles. A million all around. And they're just like me, the demon. He keeps our souls. He keeps them all. How could you? I'll never be free of him now. Do you understand that? I'll never be free of him now. What end? He has me now. He has me forever. I guess it was always going to be you, wasn't it? I hope you're happy. Good luck.
Not many things I can fetch around here, but who cares, eh? Look at this place!
All this commotion hasn't made it any easier for me to my efforts continue. I must admit.
glad I didn't step ashore on that island with you, sorcerer. That place is the Order. My comrades, I don't regret leaving with Almira, but I did swear an oath. I hear Bishop Alexander made it to the island with some no loss. The Divine Order grew weak and divided under his stewardship. I'm glad I didn't step ashore on that island with you, sorcerer.
I thought you'd forgotten about me, darling. How goes your little endeavor?
Almira gives you a devilish grin and
I had a feeling you'd be one to watch, my dear. I'm glad to hear my faith wasn't darling. Why, I can't remember the last time someone showed me such kindness. Maybe even never. After all, I am soon to be a free woman. I thought you'd forgotten about me, darling.
Almira...
I had a feeling... I thought you'd forgotten about me, darling. How goes your little endeavor?
I'm glad I didn't...
I thought you'd forgotten about...
It's so cold. I haven't felt cold. What happened? I just remember... Oh no. No, that can't be right. This... Wonderful! What a fascinating experience! And no more having to watch from the shadows. No more having to...
The skeleton pulls a notebook from the folds of his robes. Thane is busy scribbling.
Take whatever time you need to gather yourself, my friend. When you are ready, we can proceed. It shall be done. Just say the word, and our journey shall continue. Yes, I am sorry. She had me built to her exact designs. Not even I know all the ways, but I will see myself destroyed, rather than before...
Melody's face is drawn. She seems tired.
What's wrong with you? You seem... happy. It's written all over you. In truth, I'm glad to see it. Joyful. I've had some time to think, and there's a few matters I want to discuss. I doubt you've forgotten the death of Meister Siva.
She swallows hard and closes her eyes for a moment, as though...
She and I had a deal, you see. A deal that's now quite obviously... The details aren't important now, it's just... Never mind. So, are we? Allies, that is. I'm glad to hear you say that. We do make... I found out where Dallas is heading. There's a great city not far from Driftwood, Arx by name. It's controlled by Magisters, so you'll need to find her and take back what she stole. And quickly. Dallas, or any of the others for that matter, cannot be allowed to use the powers of the gods. She doesn't... It's quite simple, really. Chaos is a fact of life, surer than if wielded well, that line will mean stability, order, a comfort against the unknowable, changing forces. Dallas, and the others like her, Alexander, the Mother Tree, the Prince of Shadows, they are little better than demons, really. Look at my face, Godwoken. What do you see? I suppose we all see what we want to see. When I look in the mirror, I see balance. Balance between dark. When the time comes for you to ascend, remember my face. Remember that despite any shortcomings you might have, the Seven are gone. Slain by their Godwoken. Slain by you. You have the potential, the obligation even, to do better than they did. To create a better world than the world they made. Very good. Then it's time we touch down in Arx and take back what shall we go? Very good. How lucky for you I'm on your side. I'm probably the only one. Captain Malady stands at the ready.
After the briefest moment of respite, Malady brought the Godwoken to Arx to recover the divine powers Dallas had snatched away. But the half-demon's secret was taking its toll on her.
Lucius! Fools! The bastard's going to ruin everything! Brace! Brace! Brace!
Come, come, Quercus. Time is short.
Don't say anything.
Malady groans, her face twisting in pain. She falls to one knee, catching herself on her hands. She raises one hand and raises herself to her feet.
Now, no need to fuss, I'll be fine. It's just that traveling between the realms isn't easy, you know? It takes something from my soul each time. But never you fear, I've pulled a clever trick out of my sleeve. The Lady Vengeance stands in two realms. At least I got us where we wanted to go. This is Arx. This is where Dallas is. Dallas must be stopped. She has stolen the powers of the Seven. You'll need to get the Aether and track her in Arx. Find out where she's gone and end her. You cannot fail, Godwoken. What?
Oh, Quercus. She might have been a butchered tree, but she still made a noble hope. We cannot hide in their barren hall of echoes. We cannot...
Solora looks up to you, then back to Quercus. His whiskers...
We must fight! Onward, Quercus! Onward, shield! Until the great acorn... Ho!
These Godwoken are going to be the death of me. Those on my sleeve. These Godwoken are going to be the death of me. Hurry along now. We'll need to find... That's for you to discover. Arx is rife. Take care of yourself, Godwoken.
Gareth massages his forehead and grunts.
Ugh. Why does everything... Glad to see you're still kicking at least. Though I should...
Gareth scans the wreckage and whistles. The Lady Vengeance is well and truly ruined. He stretches an arm in front of him and takes inventory of...
As good as I'm gonna get. Godwoken, it may be Lucian's day, but Arx will give you little cause to celebrate. I must stay here, but I can give you this. Through it, old habits, my friend. I pursued my guiding star. I had no idea it would lead me so astray. But it's still...
Gareth smiles at you. You see in him something he's lacked of...
I'll do what I do best. Hold things together. Those that remain still need a chief, so I'll attend to what... It's a city at a crossroads. Volumes could be written about a single conflict. Yet it's from Arx that the Divine Order operates, so to speak. Though you'll find its operations are as scattered as Do not, however, assume that every paladin offers safe haven. The enemy of your enemy is not always a friend. Were I wearing your boots, I'd seek out who is Lucian's greatest asset. A great wizard, and clever as a cat. He protects Lucian's... He's a man of many talents, not the least of which is... knowing.
Gareth grasps your shoulder as you turn to go.
You've done much for me. It's a miracle I even stand here now, frankly. You've got more miracles in you. With you, what was impossible seems... Godwoken, how can I help? Go with honor.
I'm growing soft, aren't I? Growing soft, aren't I? These Godwoken are going to be the death of me.
The statue reaches the bottom drop.
Did you know Malady taught me how to sneak out? Up to you.
Our lady's naught but kindling now. All we've got is each other. Not that I had any inkling of running off. Not when I'm so close to ending Justinia's plans once... Well, not really a ray of sunshine, am I? Come on, off to Mikhail Roz's estate. He'll know where Justinia is, presuming Lohar wasn't talking out of his far too ample arse. I've heard his name once or twice. He's in, how would you say? I doubt he'll be drawing me a map direct to Justinia, if that's what you're hoping. Though you never know what I could convince him to do.
Beast winks at you.
I can be a charmer when I want to be. That's reassuring, actually. Can't say I know everything she's got planned, but I know she'll do anything she can.
You're back! Good to... Of course! Told you I would, didn't I? Sure thing.
I've plenty of... Oh, I see you.
Like to take a look at what I've... By all means.
As you approach, the silent monk...
You're lucky that I enjoy a bumpy ride, my dear. Our arrival here was vigorous. I'm still eternally grateful for all you've done for me, of course. In fact, here, take this place. No. Arx is clogged with divine order. You always bring me to such wonderfully destructive places. I'll never find somewhere quiet to settle down at this rate. You always bring this place. You always bring me to such wonderfully destructive places. I'll never find somewhere quiet to settle down at this rate.
Quite a landing. I should know better by now. I was stationed here for a short time. There was a strong Magister presence back then. A large barracks. I heard a rumour once that they had secret chambers built into the foundations of the barracks. That you could hear...
A glazed look passes over Mihaly's eyes.
Enthrall me? Whatever do you mean? I would have preferred a more discreet arrival in Arx myself. I am still a fugitive after all.
fighters, mages, archers, all willing to fight by his right.
You always bring me to such wonderfully destructive places. I'll never find somewhere quiet to settle down at this rate.
Hurry along now. Take care of yourself, Godwoken.
Not the finest of landings, though I suppose our dear vessel did well enough. At least I can still access all of my tools in the Hall of Echoes. I wouldn't why work, of course. Anathema won't restore itself, I dare say. I shall finish what I started. Aboard, come and find me later in the Hall of Echoes. I believe I'm rather... Arx. Quite a city, as I recall. The setting for many of my youthful indiscretions.
I'm growing soft, aren't I? These Godwoken are going to be the death of me.
Come and find me.
These Godwoken are going to be the death of me. Many more of those, I guess. I'm growing soft, aren't I? Many more of those, I might say. Oh. I'm growing soft, aren't I?
The big acorn has come from the sky. It will wash away our enemies in one big...
Quackers! Do you think they recognized us?
How many more of those, I might
No, you're right. I could be any squirrel knight riding a dead cat.